1. Hail, adventurers and Walnut. Thank you all for joining us for another lovely session of Hand of God. We're waiting for our last adventurer to show up in just a few minutes or so. But as we're getting settled in and potions and inspiration has been doled out, who wants to give us a little recap of what happened recently within the Underdark?
I believe we started in this room. I believe.
Yeah, we started with the fight.
And there was some debate over whether or not I should be the one to go in the big tubes of fire. And then Voda went in one and saw some things that would allude to it being very bad for me to go into them, so I will not be doing that. And some dragon or dragon-like things have spawned and are gonna fuck us up. We know how to kill the sphere guys now by grabbing them. I think it's a pretty low lore episode.
Yeah.
Mostly just fighting.
Voda did destroy one of the magic.
Yes.
And I'll fucking do it again.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck is happening, chat?
I don't know. The goofy stuff. All right. That fantastic recap. We might as well just get right into the thick of things because we know what Wood will do for their first turn. It's in our little Discord chat there, so I'm sure it'd be pretty easy to manage. I could just do that. It's fine. Yeah, with that, so reset the mood here. You have successfully passed through this section of the Underdark. Magma, lava is flowing through this sort of sunken chamber partition section to the southeast, past Moonmold Village. The heat picking up, and now that one of you has found this essence, this fragment, this basically condensed, crystallized blessing of a divine being, an entity from beyond, somewhere in the elemental plane of fire. Brock, now with that blessing, successfully was able to create this opening, this passage into the actual true temples. Clearing the first section, you found this sort of glowing orb sphere, roughly the size of like a large beach ball. But the weird thing is that floating within that orb was this dwarven disc, coin, large, almost like a small plate, size of my hand or so. By interacting with it, it brought you to this fiery domain. Now, within this place filled with magma and lava, ceilings 40 feet in height, you successfully were able to cleanse one of these sort of fiery, whether it's a portal or a place of power, Voda clearing one of them now has created a pathway to the other two. You know where the other locations are, and I think pretty much with that, as we move forward, we can just go right into it. Give me one moment, and let's jump right into the fight here. Okay. That is not it. Let's try that again. Okay. Top of the round. special enemy. A almost 9-foot tall elemental being, a fiery salamander. These things, these almost sort of amalgamations of fiery evil trapped within this plane. They loom over you with these spears made of pure molten magma and rock. One of them leers over towards you, sort of curled and coiled up on itself, standing on the perch. Voda successfully escaping them. They look at you all and growl as the camera pans down onto a lovely fiery name tag that says plumbing issues. They swirl forward and they are going to attack. Like so. And I think this fellow will do this. That's my range. All right. Brock's right in the way, and Brock grabbing the aggro. A total of 2 flaming spears stab right at you. 1 and then 2. Seeing both of them coming, you easily dodge out of the way. 2 misses. And that is plumbing issues. Oster, you're up.
All right, I will step over to where I can see the situation. I only have a single target in view because the eyes were not affected by spells, so I will use a more single target spell. Is there some rubble or rocks loose somewhere around here?
Oh, yeah. There definitely is, especially
All right.
on the edges of the sort of floating islands.
Then I'm going to cast catapult on one of them at the on one of the rocks towards the salamander here that's injured.
Sure. A few of the floating bits of rubble kind of floating inverted. They're almost gently floating towards the ceiling. You grab a couple with your spell. And fling chunks of molten rock at the salamander in front of you. You try to move out of the way and fail, striking them in the back of the head. 9 bludgeoning.
I probably would have been better off with just the first level chromatic orb and doing the cold damage. Oster takes note and steps back into hiding.
All right.
Actually, wait.
Salamander
wait.
just kind of
Before I move back, I do believe I had my whip here. Yes, I'm going to use my bonus action. I can move it up to 20 feet, and then it has 10 feet of range, so it can't get into range of the salamander. So before I move back, I'll move that down and then step back into hiding.
Sounds good to me. Up next, the younger salamanders, these fire snakes, slither through the molten magma. And I have one still on the field. Yep. Yeah, it's been kicking ass. All right, it slithers and pecks right at Brock, growling molten fire in its mouth, and a total of 2 chomps. First one gets close, but not enough. Second one also goes wide. Avoiding that, Brock. So, up next, these large sort of eye stalks, these huge bulbous eyes, flames wreathed around their whole sort of static, almost like a turret. It's the best way to kind of describe these things. They slowly position their unblinking eye, looking at their intended target, fire this like fiery core within this sort of void in their spherical shape, burns bright into a fiery beam. Let's go to Brock yet again, tanking for most of this. Total of 4 beams. All with disadvantage, at least, to start. 1, 2, 3. Hey, there's a hit. Finally, a bit of fire burns Brock. The cloak disengages, and a normal shot also goes wide. Not too bad. To the south, 2 of my lovely watching eyes are going to look at... Oh, okay. Both of them turn and look at 13. Two beams of fire fly directly at her. She sees both of them coming, ducks as the fire zooms past, hitting the molten magma walls beyond. I think that is all of my little turrets. Salamander, the one that's not named, hisses, growling loudly. Fire flies out of their face, and they are going to target who? I got two people.
They were chasing after me originally.
They were. Thank you for that. They stop. They get inside the doorway. It's not only somewhat blocked, but small, cramped, growling. Seeing that you've sort of fled, I think they're going to use their aggression and target Robin. A stab at Robin. Yes. Ooh.
Uncanny dodge that.
Yeah, 18 magical piercing, 3 fire. It's this fiery spear stabs, and a second one again at Robin. Oh my goodness. Time to draw some blood. Another stab flies and strikes right at your shoulder. 13 magical piercing, 9 fire. I'll let you uncanny dodge either one you want.
The first one was more, so. Okay. 23, 32.
Okay. All right, Robin. Big old 9-foot tall, hulking salamander body in front of you, hissing loudly. What will you do?
I'm going to check how far away I need to be for my bow to not have disadvantage.
As long as you're not point blank.
Okay, in that case, I am going to
So yeah.
bonus action steady aim. But actually, it's within 5 feet of wood.
Yes.
So I'm actually not going to bonus action steady aim. I'm just going to shoot it flat.
Alright, lining up shot.
Part of my character sheet. Do so. Wait, on the character sheet.
But good. This way you can pull a brave Sir Robin.
Mm-hmm.
18 to hit.
18, the arrow flies true, thunks into its giant leathery hide.
24 damage.
24, yes, you line up the shot. It stabs at you twice. You reel back, lining up a perfect shot. The arrow flies true and thunks right into its chest. Falls back, stumbles, and crashes into the lava beyond. Dead. Nicely done. Its body
And then
burns away.
Going to bonus action drink a potion of greater healing.
Okay. 13 healing. Back at you. Robin, anything else?
Yes, my movement. Let's see. So it would be a check of some sort to get across this gap.
Yes. Either an athletics or acrobatics check.
Yeah, we'll go for it.
Alrighty.
Athletics check.
Easily
16.
clear it. Easily clear it.
And I guess I will end my turn here.
Okay. Sounds good to me. Wood. Guess what? Your
Oh.
turn.
Oh boy! Okay, so what I am going to do is I am going to realize I am out of spells, or recovery potions. Panic! I'm gonna blep into the camera like a fourth wall, and then with that blepping, I am going to cure wounds. Wait, yeah, I'm going to cure wounds.
Keep in mind, you got to be within 5 feet of somebody.
I know, or my duplicate.
Oh, you're right. Excuse me.
Actually, through my duplicate instead, since I realized I'm going to use my last 4th level spell slot to have my duplicate stomp on a pamphlet of Carl to cast Spirit Guardians. So magical steins of alcohol, like really bubbly alcohol, is going to start swirling around with the fan fiction. And like the enemies will feel the radiant damage of a computer that is fuming with fan fiction thoughts. And
Perfect.
that is how that radiant damage will be transmitted.
I love it. All right. The fire snake in front of your duplicate fails. My method succeeds. And plumbing issues. Let's see what happens to them. Succeeds, sadly. So, give me the damage. Half on a success. Ooh, that is some big damage. Okay. 1, 2, 3 rips through the fiery snake, wounding it. And the others will take 11.
Okay. And then with my bonus action, I would love to bardically inspire. How many people can I bardically inspire at this point? Roll 20's fighting for its life. Oh no, my character sheet. Reload.
I think you can only do one, right?
Thanks.
Pretty sure. Yeah, 1 is normal. I don't know the
Okay.
subclasses and shit. But
All right, I bardically inspire Robin.
all right, Robin, you are inspired. That for you.
Okay, and for my free action, I would like to search for a litter box or something. Like, is there a little sandy pit in this area?
We'll say right at your feet. It's not fully sand, but there's a bunch of very sort of fine gravel chunks of molten rock at you. So.
All right, Wood is going to start scraping the ground and shit themselves. That's all.
Okay.
Tag. Voda's
Voda,
it.
you're up.
Fantastic. All right. I can finally get into the room and see what I'm dealing with here. Excellent. Exactly what I
Fly
thought.
into the room, and you see this sort of spinning, not even spinning yet. It's like very moving. It's, I guess, technically spinning very slowly counterclockwise. Fiery ring before you've dealt with this already. It will still be a challenge to get in, but it will be much easier since you have dealt with it once. The other thing, though, is that you start hearing bubbling magma. There is constant sort of somewhat noise. There's heat rising up in here. This section somewhat cooled and lowered to about, let's say, like 30 feet. Still pretty high up. But you start to see in the pit next to you small serpent-like heads rising out of the magma to greet you. 1
Awesome.
and a 2.
Do I feel like this fiery wall? Do I get the sense that it would block my attempts at destroying the circle successfully?
So, just to
based on
remind you, go ahead.
Based on my interaction with the last wall, do I think maybe just like some icy fists go through it and hit the...
Possibly sort of like, I guess, in theory, dispel this protective fiery barrier. Yeah, it will take a test for sure. but
Okay.
yeah, it could be at least temporarily dispelled for a bit.
Okay. Because I got hurt last time I was inside. I'd like to try and take this
Yes.
one out from the outside.
Sure.
So
Go right
I'm
ahead.
going to imbue myself with elemental energy so that I can throw a icy fist from here, I guess. Try and just disrupt the magic circle.
Sure.
What kind of check would you like me to make? Because I'm assuming an attack.
I would
roll is
like
not-
you. Yeah, because it's
Not
not
that
going
appropriate
anywhere. It's a flaming wall. So I would like you. You could argue against this. Either.
No, I can't. You're the DM.
You know, cooperative storytelling. I would like you to either make a wisdom or an intelligence saving throw. Or I'll give you one other option, an arcana check, which you would have to take a slightly different approach because it's more of like using your magical knowledge to find a way to break through, like a weak spot or just pure force of will. So you're looking at force of will or just by, magical awareness.
Well, sheer force of will has never failed me before.
Okay.
It solved all of my
Wisdom
problems.
saving throw. 23, Bagabunga. Yes. Hot
Oh, that's
damn.
it
So
even. Yes.
that all right, yeah, because initially, well, it's going to have it so the wall would possibly dissipate, and you would still need to sort of deactivate the circle to take a full action. But with a nat fucking 20, hot damn, you find a spot, charging up an icy fist. You see that in this like swirling fire, it's actually moving ever so slightly. And visually, it almost looks like panels. And you notice that one section of magic, these like bounds of like flaming panels, is slightly off color, slightly weaker, a cooler fragment. You focus in on that point, and as you do, it shatters. And since one piece falls and sort of crumbles away, it splinters and cracks like that of like a glass spider webbing through. It fills the molten fire, and as it does, it crumbles. And due to that immense amount of pure resilience, it implodes inwards. A glyph on the ground spins counterclockwise, starts showing these projections, images, possible lore, but no, fuck that. We don't want to deal with any background information. It just crumbles in and explodes into shards of ice, filling the entire area. You completely bypasses you, but I will say my two lovely snakes are going to make wisdom saves. They resist, but why don't you roll me 3d10? As this crumbles, I will say one other entity's woken up. Something powerful, something terrifying, something costly rising up behind you. So we'll give them 9 points of cold damage, which is actually 18. God damn. That's 18. Wounding them. You see rising out of the magma pool, this collection, this cool bit to the west, hands kind of ripping through the now sort of hardened, chunky magma. Head bursting out again, another salamander like that you've seen before, but this time also wearing another fiery name tag. But it's different. It says this: $3,200 medical test looming over you, grabbing hold of a fiery spear. I'll add them to the initiative. But the sort of point of magic is destroyed. So done.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna keep doing fast boy stuff, and I'm gonna throw up a peace sign to these guys and dash as a bonus action. My way right out of this room.
We already killed capitalism a couple fights back, so
The one at the
surely
hedge
the medical
fund.
test should be cheaper than that.
You would think, wouldn't it? Or at least take fucking insurance. But no, they don't take any kind of insurance. And it was just like for an autism or etc. test. Like, what are you doing? We need to destroy it.
All right, Voda. Nicely done. Anything else?
Nope, that'll do it.
Perfect. Brock, you're up.
Let's meet up. Hey, Voda, what do you think the odds are that removing the last circle kills all these enemies?
I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. They could just as well just like stay, and we'll have to kill them anyways.
I'll bet that it helps. And you hear that echoing from Wood's litter box.
My guess is that once we close the final one, the spooky gurgling voice that has been talking to you in your head, that guy's gonna show up. Since he said that once we closed all those things, he would show up. Or
How much
she or it.
How much gold are you willing to wager on that?
I wanna full commit so bad.
Like wager with.
What does that mean?
Just
Bet.
fucking full send it as
Bet money on it, you coward! Wood will say with the only like level 1 spell slots left.
I think we're gonna fucking gamble. I think is what we're gonna do. This may kill me or kill someone, but I also think it may very well be like skip half of this fight. I will take 2 attacks of opportunity from these 2 gentlemen.
Sure.
I also not entirely sure how you're gonna roll this. One of them hits.
All right. The method swipes at you.
I am going to use psi-powered leap and pick up Voda. How does that work when I'm flying and he's flying? Can I pull them with me?
Since they are magically levitating, I'll allow this. I will say you'll need to do an athletics check. If they were on the ground and not have any magic to help you, probably not, because this is a kind of a cheese. And also, it's like I'm picturing that it's this like psionic energy flinging you almost. But since they're since they have levitation, they're off the ground and they're already kind of, the weave is sort of flowing through, giving them a little bit extra movement. You grab them, flinging yourself and Voda at the same time.
So that gives me a fly speed equal to twice my speed, so that's 60 feet. I am then going to dash, so 120 feet. I'm gonna go up enough to not get an attack of opportunity from plumbing issues.
Sure.
How much do you think that would be?
Well, the roof's 40 feet, and you doubt that they would be able to stand 40 feet high.
So, like,
So what
30,
what you've been able
35?
to tell, since they're large creatures and they have these sort of fiery spears, you could probably guess, and I'll just skip this to you. It's not that big a deal.
Oh.
In melee, they could probably still throw it, but they haven't really done that yet.
Yeah, I just don't want an attack of opportunity. Is all.
Okay.
You cut out for a second. Did you say a distance in there?
I said they have a range of 10 feet with their melee with the spears. They could still throw them, but that won't affect attack of opportunity.
All right, so we'll go 20 just to be safe. And then so that leaves me 100 feet of movement. So we're going to go 30.
Okay.
Which is 70, 60.
Okay. As you start propelling yourself and Voda, it's an unwilling passenger, you're holding on to Voda's hand and flying through the air, telekinetic leap. You start seeing, as you're moving, a few more just kind of things bursting out of the lava here and here. You fly around the corner, and of course, 2 more things pop out, like so.
And then I think that leaves me with 10 or something. Are they gonna go? They are gonna go, so I'm just gonna stand right here and try to attack the attention of those gentlemen, and that'll be it.
Okay, that works for me.
This is a fucking hell of a gamble I'm making. I'm sorry if this kills
the
anyone.
hell? I did not consent to this.
Fly through and then crash down with Voda, because it's not flying, so you have to then immediately land, right? Because it's a leap.
Yeah, it's technically a leap.
Yeah, you land down, Voda's now hovering off the ground, and all of these towers start kind of popping up. And the 2 of you now notice that in the lovely little magma pile to the southwest, you start seeing more little snake-like heads slithering up, and you can tell something else large is eventually going to make its way to say hello.
This may have been a bad decision.
All right, Brock, anything else? Go to the magma method.
No,
you just jumped him. Fuck you! Seeing you just fly over their head. They're dumb, and they're just going to fly to the closest thing, which sadly is 13. They are going to swipe at her. Missing. That's their whole turn. 13 stands up, takes a defensive posture, and just starts pummeling at the magma method. 2 tattooed strikes. A 1 and a 2. Crits, the first one, it explodes. Just, it bursts. Magma sort of showers over her. She is going to try to resist. Fire. And just a reminder, once she entered into this sort of pocketed little demi-plane, she started to imbue similar characteristics to, not fully, but to what Brock has undergone through that sort of that primordial boon, that blessing they received. So they have resistance to this. The fire, at least. They try to dodge, and they just barely succeed, so that turns into a 6, which then turns into a 3. She is A-okay. Method's gone. That's all my methods. She punched once, so I'll keep the other attack for a strike. 60 feet. Yeah, she just stands there and punches. Connecting to the serpent. 11 force. It is still up absolute pixels of health, and that is her turn. Fires rage on. 2 of the portals have been closed. I think since you're zooming past, not a whole lot is able to happen yet, but I will officially spawn in some more fellas to say hello to our lovely trailblazers. Plumbing issues. They're starting their turn within the blender. Blend me up, please.
Sir, yes, sir.
I'm gonna
Is
fail.
that an end turn thing?
I think you're right. Let me scroll.
I think it details.
Spirit Guardians enters the space or whenever creature ends their turn. Thank you so much. It started their turn there, so it wouldn't come into play yet. Thank you for that, Robin. I always forget. They are going to swim through the magma and go say hello to our lovely friend back here. 30. Voda is just within range. They're going to throw 2 flaming spears right at Voda. Oh, lovely.
Yeah, those hit.
8 magical piercing, 7 fire, 9 magical piercing, 7 fire, burning you. Every time they throw one, it just magically reappears back in their hands, just throwing these spears at you.
To use my reaction.
Yep.
On the first one. And reduce the damage by 15. Which would normally let me redirect the attack.
Mm-hmm.
But because it's a magical thing, I'm assuming it'll just... Okay, that's fine.
You know what? I like this idea. Let's do a quick little contest just to see if this...
Sure.
I always like giving some options.
Because it could be like, my thing's coming back.
Yeah, it's like it's returning back. A wisdom save. Let's do a little wisdom contest here.
Just a check or a save?
I'll allow a save. That's fine.
They're actually they're both.
Yeah, sadly. So you try to redirect it. You basically block it, deflecting it, trying to redirect it, but since it's magically kind of appears and then disappears, it just forms back into his hand. But you, I think, resist all of it for the first one.
Yeah, I can tell as I'm twirling it around, getting ready to throw, that it's like disappearing already. So I'm like,
Yeah.
But that's 16 other damage. Youch.
Getting a little dangerous. That is plumbing issues. Oster, you're up. What is Oster gonna do? If you're chatting, you are muted.
Oster muted.
Sorry. I was describing what I was doing. I had the arm up on my mic. I was coughing a moment earlier, so I turned it up and I forgot to move it back. I moved the whip, and I'm going to swing at the snake up there.
Go for
near it. And that is... There we go. I do not have advantage on that, sorry.
15 hits, no problem.
All right.
And this pure forceful energy of the whip, the token just kind of whips and smacks right into the salamander's head, cracks open, falls into the magma, disappearing into a lovely little half-baked animation.
All right.
Dead.
And getting to this rock didn't require any rolls, correct?
Yeah, if it looks like it's just a simple jump, it's best description that that's fine.
Okay, I moved 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, I can get up there. So I'm gonna just hop across right there to see if I can get nothing really particularly in view. I already used my bonus action. I think I'm gonna drink a potion of spell. Could I use an action to drink a potion?
Yep.
Then I'll do a spell recovery and go next while I figure out my.
Sounds good to me. Still have some fiery snakes. Let's go to the northeast, the wounded ones that Voda left behind. They're gonna kind of plop themselves out of the fiery pool here. A little thud and splat. Since they're on sort of hardened ground, are unable to move as fast as they normally could. They're kind of like water snakes is kind of how I'm imagining them. Just kind of quickly through and then kind of slow on the mud. And that is them. Just slowly trying to get back to the moving fire. The west. Two of them burst out, pop their heads up, hissing, growling. They are going to, of course, charge at Brock. Total of 4 fiery bites. Disadvantage. 2 chomps. Second one hits. No longer cloak activated. And 2 more chomps. Oh, boy. Love to see it. More and more chomps. Brock. Get a little toasty. All right. And that is them. Yes, that's it. The watching eyes. Ooh, now that most of them are up and ready to say hello. Well, let's go with Brock first. Hi, Brock.
Oh.
2 beams of fire. First one hits. Second one is an absolute miss. 11 fire, so 5 actual.
It's unfortunate. Do I have anything?
We have resistance. Also, there is inspiration been given to us by the chat. Just saying.
Yeah, I don't think I have any. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm gonna use one of these. I'm gonna roll this. Reduce that by 10. You know, not best on that attack. That's whatever. So no damage from that attack.
No damage. So what is the psionic strike?
It's the. I'm just rolling the psionic strike. It's the same roll. It's the protective field.
Protective field. You the creature use reaction to expend 1 psionic. Okay, yeah. So these beams of energy fly past. You use your psionic force, just kind of hits and creates this almost like psionic force. It warbles and dissipates. Okay, reactive barrier. My other watching eyes. Now that all of them are proc, this one is unable to see anybody. This one, I'm gonna say concede Voda, but Voda, I'm gonna give you half cover, so +2 to your AC. One will shoot at you. Doesn't matter. Goes wide. Hits the stone for even getting anywhere close. The rest of my eyes, I think. Okay. That one's too far. Need some quick measurings here. Sorry for the delay. Okay, 3 beams at 13. 1 beam hits, burning, and does a total of 5 fire. Just kind of strikes right into the forearm. The other 2 go wide. She ducks past. And last but not least, the 2 remaining in the center of the field here. I think they would. One's going to look at Robin for sure, and one's going to look at Oster. Robin, this one is for you. Point blank. I will give it disadvantage because it is technically a ranged attack. Shooting at you. You see the beam. And Robin, 13 goes wide. Oster, this one's for you. 11 also goes wide. Good plays. Salamanders. Do I have any that are officially unnamed on the field? Not yet. Robin, you're up.
Okay, so I'm just gonna crush this guy in front of me.
Sure. Full action crush. Ooh.
And now that the way is clear, I'm going to hop across.
Yep, easily cleared.
And let's see if I can find any more enemies. Let's see that one's found. Not seeing any over here. So I will bonus action dash and head back over here.
Alrighty.
And in my turn.
Okay. I'm looking in the chat. Oh my goodness, it's another tambourine. Oh yeah, keep re-rolling. we're getting the whole band, I guess. You all start seeing as Robin, you're jumping through looking for enemies. You like look in the walls and you start seeing like remnants of some sort of like little marching band, like pieces of like molten instruments just in the walls somehow. They don't seem usable, but like you see a piece of like a tambourine and then like part of a drum and then a bit of somehow like a hardened like chunk of like broken loot that just butts over. You almost see the insignia of an S, but it's molten away. Robin, anything else?
I don't think so. I think I'm gonna end my turn over here for now.
All right. 3200 medical test starts slithering up, saying, "No free healthcare for you." And they are just going to slither and use all their movement, just squeeze through. That's their entire turn. Wood, you're up.
Okay. Wood has their eyes locked on to 13, the coolest one of us. Like, she's just so cool and her health is kind of low. So I think Wood would like to try to jump onto the platform that Oster's on.
Yeah, no need to roll. That one's close enough, and there's enough space that you both could fit.
Okay. But there would be a need to roll for the next one? Or would that jump be... Okay.
It's 10 feet away. There's enough space that you both could fit, so athletics or acrobatics check.
Athletics or acrobatics. Okay, so we're going to wiggle our butt. And we are gonna wait for our character sheet to reload. Okay, athletics or acrobatics.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, acrobatics.
Plenty. You easily make it to the platform.
Oh, jeez. Okay. That half. Okay, yeah, that should be fine. Location for me to be in. And now with this new perspective, I will use my bonus action to scooch my double just a little further. Oh, actually, let's go this way towards medical debt or medical test.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, yeah. Would you say that would touch medical test?
Yes, it does.
Okay, beautiful.
That's 15 feet.
Perfect.
So, hits their spot. They're going to make a wisdom save. And 14, I believe they fail.
They fail by 1 point. It's 48 because I upcasted it.
1 radiant damage. Sounds good to me.
Okay. And because that was a bonus action, the jump would count as the action?
No, I'm just counting that as movement.
Okay, wicked cool. Thank you, Holy DM. Then, as an action, I think I would like to Uh, Sacred Flame. Or attempt to. Yes.
I'm guessing at medical test. They
Yes.
are going to try to dodge out of the way of the holy light. Hits. Burns them.
They shall be struck with a hung up phone call. Okay, radiant. That'll be 2 damage, please.
No, I think you get more than that. You're level 8. It should probably be 2d8. Hold on.
Yeah, it should be
Dexterity
2d8.
saving throw or take 1d8 damage.
Yeah, and then look at the second part. It
Keep reading.
scales.
You asked me to be literate in this economy? Casting time descends. The creature you can see within range. The target must succeed a dexterity saving throw or
Should
take
say
1d8.
at higher levels.
But that's a cantrip.
This is
All right.
cantrip. At higher levels.
It's your
Sure,
level,
high
not the
level.
level of
Yeah.
the spell.
I know. It should have.
It's 2d8.
2d8.
I promise you.
Once you hit level 11, it becomes 3d8, but you still have a little time to worry about that.
Then that'll be 10 damage, please.
10, I'll take it. Don't want to shortchange you on the damage. Additional 10 points of radiant burns their elemental hide. Hisses loudly, looks trying to hunt you down. Wood. Anything else?
Nope, that will be it. Voda, it's your turn with Miss
Voda.
Rosie.
You're up.
All right.
So you see
I'm a little
this
dazed from being
dealt
dragged
with.
here.
Yeah. You start seeing large serpent-like hands start clawing through the magma.
Okay. Yeah, I raise slowly in the air. Say 20 feet.
Yep.
Actually, this hallway, is it that high?
Yeah. I'd say I'd say the main chamber, the main section of the map is 40 feet high. Everything else is 30 feet. Let's just keep it simple. It's supposed to
So I
be a
raise
big place.
into the air, flapping my wings as a ball of icy cold forms in my hand. And I Kamehameha it. Right there.
Perfect. All right, I'm liking this. So, with a little Kamehameha of icy goodness, you have cleansed 2 of these memories, these glyphs, these points of power of magic trapped within. We say no to background lore, no to stories of the amateurs.
Listen, you told me that if he stepped inside, he'd turn into a monster.
You're
okay?
right.
No, we're not doing it.
I'm fucking him. So yeah,
Well, if I want to be a monster.
it washes over it. I'm not even gonna have you roll. This is fantastic. And as it explodes in this icy goodness, the runes kind of retract back in. It implodes inwards, kind of collapsing down in chunks. All these sort of flaming bands of energy collapse down one on top of the other. And as that happens, the serpents hiss loudly. The hands that were trying to claw out, and again, another fully grown salamander, retract back in as the magma starts to cool. At this point, I'm just going to give this to you. These 2 salamanders poof out of existence. They crumbled through.
Let's go.
The point of power fades away. Flames die out. The room still hot. You start noticing all of these eye stalks, the watching eyes, start spinning counterclockwise, and then retract back in and implode. The fire within their core phases out. The small little pockets of energy seem to disconnect and dissipate. One by one, they poof of existence. Poof, poof, poof. Poof, poof, poof. Poof.
What's happening out there? I can't actually see what's happening outside the room.
All the eye stalks are popping, like doing the same animation. And the rest of the enemies still on the field will stay. But I think this is also a good time Where right now, what I am going to do is clear the initiative.
Ooh.
Oh, don't get too excited yet. As it happens, the room shudders and quakes. You start seeing a bit more rocks kind of fall and splash, crashing down. The center of the room, that dwarven disc, the sphere around it, starts to glow, bright, expand, sort of flings 13 off of the central platform. We'll say southwards. She sort of hits her head a little bit, somewhat dazed, but she's okay. Slowly starts to push herself back up. You see some of the sphere, the magic, kind of flow towards her. Would you see the magic sort of create this like daisy chain of dwarven runes fly into her face, her chest. You start to see the glowing sort of fiery symbol. She looks down and you can sense, as you look at her, that there seems to have been almost something unlocked within her, a hidden potential trapped within. But at the same time, as the orb expands, you start to see the disc, this thing you've been hunting for a little while now. This fellow here. The magic from this sphere grows larger and larger. Until it starts to crack. Several serpentine, tentacle-like things burst out of it. Magic fills the entire hall. As this merges, we are going to re-roll initiative.
Oh yeah.
As phase two,
that's actually
the boss fight begins. I will allow everybody in this moment in time, since this crashing, this wave of energy kind of fill through, pushing everyone back, you're able to sort of feel that there is this somewhat almost like force coming back from 13. Resonance kind of crashing into it, fills the entire room. The air sort of shifts. There's a sense of urgency, a sense of something terrible coming, but a new hope. Sort of fervor fills your lungs. Everybody, please roll me 2d10, regain that much in HP. Also, please roll me 2d4, and you may either regain that much in spell slots, class abilities, a mixture of the two, however you want.
So 2d4?
2d4 is, a blend of that.
So I could take
2d4.
action surge, is what you're telling me?
Yes, I'm going to allow that.
Do my luck
Okay.
points count as a class feature?
I'll allow it. When I say class features, a catch-all, it could be anything strenuous beyond, spell slots. Extra
That's exactly how many class features I had used so far, so...
Perfect.
I'm looking at my higher level spell slots, and I know I cast higher level spells, but they're not marked off on my sheet.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna say that.
Go ahead.
Well, I know I'd cast at least 1 or 2 third levels, because I remember we did the triple bounce, and I don't think I'd taken a potion last round or last session. So
I was gonna say roll me a
remember
d20
last week.
and go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
I remember last week you complaining that when you cast it, sometimes it would take it automatically and sometimes it wouldn't.
Right, yeah. I think something's funky with my sheet. I know for sure that I cast some higher level spells, and I'm pretty confident I hadn't used one of those potions before just now. I did fill in some when I took the potion, but then I realized that I was like, this isn't right. So I'm just gonna, because I'm mostly full on spell slots, I'm just gonna say that that's filled from that, if you don't mind.
That's fine.
Rather than trying to figure out what I'd actually used and scrolling through.
What I was gonna say is you could roll me a d20, and depending on the roll, and see how generous I am. But it's whatever you think is fair. I'm not gonna stress out about it.
I know that it refilled one, and I'm pretty sure I'd marked them off. But I know that I should be missing some, so.
Good with me. Alrighty. So I think what we'll do is I need to use the restroom. So we'll take a short rest right now. Let me set up our boss music for this little bit. Another Rebecca classic. As the avatar, this truly powerful elemental being, we see the dwarven disc, this coin, kind of float into their chest, starts flying up around it, very sort of classic Legend of Zelda-like, looks around as fire starts to fill its entire body, and we'll deal with that once we get back. Good timing. So, let us resume once more. Second phase. The boss, Ignis the Chosen, emerges. The dwarven disc, this bronze sort of coin, shaped into its chest, roughly where its heart would be. It floats, looks at you all with its one large, unblinking, fiery eye. Rumbles, roars, the whole place begins to shake and quake. Robin, you're up.
I crush it in my hand, one-shotting the boss in a hilarious anticlimax.
Yes, exactly. And it's dead.
Okay, I am going to pull out my bow, and I am going to be using my +1 arrows.
All right.
And this should have advantage because first round.
That hits.
Okay, so that should be 22 since I am using the... And
Special
then
arrows.
+8 because it's the first round, and I dealt sneak attack damage, and they haven't gone yet into assassin subjects. So 30 damage total.
30 points. Hot damn, the arrow flies through, thunks right into its fiery sort of form. Growls loudly, this sort of like fiery embers kind of churn. This voice, obviously from no mouth, almost seems to come from its fiery eye, looks at you and says, "Pitiful thing, you are not worthy of my presence. Only soot under our feet." Robin, anything else?
I said, okay, I'll leave then. And I'm gonna duck around the corner to the tambourine room.
Alright. Robin! With that, we are not going to go to Oster. Guess what? I'm going to cheat. Legendary action immediately. Oh my goodness, yes. Of course he has legendary actions. They are going to do this. Hidden. I think instead they are going to look at either Wood or Oster. Oster it is. Interlopers! And they're going to put a fiery sort of tendril into the magma, grab a chunk, lift it, and launch it right at Oster. You see it. This huge molten rock duck flies past your head, Oster, and crashes behind. This basically cannon ball just flies over and explodes behind you. That is a miss. Oster, speaking of which, you're up.
Alright. I am going to cast Confusion. It's a 10-foot radius, but I'm obviously going to aim it a little back into the side over here so that it just hits that the one enemy I can see.
Sure.
And I am going to use my I'm forgetting the term for it. I'm going to it in my page. I'm going to give it disadvantage using my heightened spell metamagic. Yeah. 2 sorcery points. So DC 16 wisdom save with disadvantage, unless it has something to give it advantage, in which case flat.
Okay. They are going to make a wisdom save with disadvantage. Magic flows through. Yeah, with a critical fail, you see it wrap around. The magic kind of flows to it, but something's off. This place, this sanctum it's built for itself, pushes through, starts to burn away the magic instead. powerful, strong enough. It will use one of its legendary resistances to force it as a success.
That's fair. I'm gonna bonus action move the whip close enough to strike it with that.
Okay.
And that is near the bottom.
Critical hit.
Oh, damn. I was about to say I didn't have it. Oh, wait, no, I didn't roll with advantage. Nice. 13 force.
13 force. Yep. Whips through, strikes, hits the back of this fiery creature, deals the full damage as you would expect.
And then I'm gonna duck and hide.
Okay.
And that is end turn.
Okay. Sounds good to me. I'm immediately going to use another legendary action, this time looking at poor Wood, who's left all alone, standing right in front of it. 13, she's kind of slumped over, trying to push herself back up. It looms, looking, towering over at you, Wood, and we'll do this. 15 feet away. It reaches for you with fiery tendril, and 24 grabs hold of Wood.
James, what are you eating?
16 points of fire, and I immediately ignite you on fire.
All right, 16 turns into 8.
8.
Because I've got resistance, and then
But what else?
does the target take 17? I
No.
have 7.
Oh, no. Look at your character sheet. Look at your item.
What's happening?
I checked your sheet before we started today.
God bless you, Joseph Gregory. For
What
being
did you
so
get? What are you attuned to?
dual resistance. Oh, and cannot suffer from burning. Wow, Joe, you're so organized and delightful.
It's almost like I built this item for this boss. Yeah, so...
Foreshadowing!
So it goes. It reaches for you. Resistance to fire. It hits you, grabs hold of you, tries to... Burn, little furry thing. The magic from the ring flies through your body, just kind of creates this forceful barrier. It still burns a little bit, but this, like, molten hand gets pushed back. It staggers back. What devilry? What magics? And it starts reaching for, like, boulders nearby just to try to crush you. But you resist all that, pretty much. Go ahead, Wood.
As a reaction, Wood's going to say, "You're so cool!" Does that insult him, or...
You're so what?
You're so cool!
I think it's so old and it doesn't understand that cool or whatever it means anymore, so I'm gonna say it's unfazed, sadly, with that one.
Okay.
Good try, though.
Thank you.
Alright. $3,200 in medical testing. They are going to start their turn in the blender. But they were already starting. You know what? I'll give it, because this is a fresh initiative order. So blend me up.
You got it, Joseph.
I thought it was end or enter.
Yeah, but I'm counting it as enter because it's a weird.
A new round.
Because it's a whole new round. Yeah. So, 14 radiant to 3,200 here, and they're gonna go to the source of their anger. Yeah. Good thing Wood has learned how to be a little bit tankier, because they're gonna slither on up
I'm the tank!
through the magma.
Wrapped in the tentacle.
It's not grappling you. It was just trying to, like, burn you.
Okay.
In my defense, I did
Yes.
not anticipate the legendary action, so I
That's
didn't
true.
realize how to dry I was leaving.
That's
Wood and Doster.
It's okay, because I'm the tank.
What is the tank? 1 miss, 1 hit. Ignore the second numbers. 14 magical piercing, 13 fire, which turns into 6 fire.
So 14 plus 6
So 14
is
plus
20.
6 is 20. Correct. That's medical test. Brock, you're up.
Alright, we're gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Phil, how fast can you go when you're flying?
Up to my move speed, which is 45 feet. And I can dash as a bonus action. I can go 90.
Yeah, I might recommend you dash towards the actual fight while I fight this guy.
Yeah,
because I think they need more help. Alright. I'm gonna start slashing.
Okay.
We'll take advantage. Not that I fucking needed it. Oh, that's not correct. That should be... that's... doing math. That's... Oh my god. 18 damage. 18 slashing.
Okay.
I have to turn the thing off.
Because you don't have the force on it? Is that what
Yeah, I don't have the force.
Okay. 18.
And we'll go again.
Another swipe of the great sword hits into the salamander.
That is 15 damage.
Okay.
And does that look like it's doing what it should? Slashing?
Yeah. Seems to be damaging it as you expected.
Alright.
Not wounded yet, but is definitely getting damaged.
I will potion. Go next.
Okay. Alright, legendary actions reset. Ignis. You all will burn. I will take the true. This abomination. This fresh soul. Fuel for what's to come. A new god. And they are going to start burning away. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Just slide on down here. As I built my little arm guard. And they are going to slam both their like molten hands into the magma. It starts to fill up, creating even more fire. It kind of close their frame and expand outwards, expelling a huge wave of fiery energy. Fantastic. Here we go. As they explode fire, radius. Oh boy. Within 30 feet, so that would be. So. Yes, I need everybody within this aura to please make me a dexterity saving throw.
So close to me.
I will give Robin advantage on this because of how the wall is blocking a lot of this sort of fireball. That is 32 points of fire.
Robin's only gonna take 16 because evasion.
Nice.
Oh man, so I take 16.
So
Okay.
that is a success. So half of that, 16 fire damage. So then reduce
it
that
half
down since
again?
you have resistance. Yes, it does. So 8.
Thank God.
So half of 32 is 16, and then 16 reduced by half is 8.
Guys, the tank is still up, but barely.
All right. So I got to get all my status icons because it could do lots of fun things. Okay, so that, and I'll keep track of its special abilities. That one. Okay. So it used its blast wave, and then it will target. Well, do I target Wood? I mean, yeah, Wood's right there. I'm sorry, Wood.
Hey,
It's
bro.
gonna reach out at you. Oh, you just miss, dodging out of the way of its fiery grasp. That is Ignis. Plumbing issues. They're gonna stab twice at Brock.
Wow.
2 fiery
It's
spears.
both.
Youch. That's plumbing. Legendary action. Oh my goodness. What is this DM doing? It grabs, it sort of puts its giant sort of claw-like hands, a serpent, back into the fire and tries to reignite itself. Does it recharge? No. Vote up.
I'm going to draw on the inner strength of my ancestors and disengage and dodge, or disengage and dash, same.
Yep.
The bonus action. Let's
Go fast, eat ass.
Oh my.
yeah, go fast. This is movement. You can actually see what's going on. Oh my. Mm. And I could engage with this thing, but God, where do I even hit it? I think I'm better off here and try and knock out the $3,200 medical test. Actually, I don't actually need that far. I don't know what their reach is, but I can hit them from here, so I will hit them here.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I come flying in out of left field, give them a nice cold kick to the face.
Goes wide.
Let's see. You know what? It's because I'm still 20 feet in the air. They're not 20 feet in the air. What am I doing?
No, they're not. They're roughly 10 feet tall, so.
Yeah, actually, I cannot reach them from where I am, so can I retcon that to just be a
That's fine by me.
leech attack on the medical test?
Sure.
Do these rolls.
There's a hit.
That's 11 bludgeoning, 4 force, and they're leeched.
And they're leeched, officially wounded.
Okay. Yeah, and I
The
just
leech
hope
attaches
that
to its
Ignis does not look at me.
back.
Or maybe I do
Well,
hope that Ignis looks at me, because others aren't looking so great.
It's currently looking and towering over Wood right now.
Yes, I am the tank.
This is like sad. Alright, vote it. Anything else?
I've used all of my resources.
Okay. I'm immediately going to use a legendary action.
Ball sacks.
It
Fuck me
will.
up, Joseph Gregory.
Fiery burn. Try to grab. Yes.
Eats it, eats it.
Grabs wood. 15 fire. Reduce that down to half. is
7?
7 points of fire. Knocking Wood down.
Right on the nose.
Right on the nose. All right, Wood is down and dying. We need assistance.
You see a bottle of lemon juice falls from Wood's paw.
Question.
Yes.
Did Wood manage to get a phoenix feather at the start of this encounter from someone?
No,
Because
I think...
I remember Wood demanding a phoenix feather so that they could jump into the lava to talk to the Ignis.
I have a
13
Phoenix
currently
feather.
has one?
It's Voda and 13
Yeah.
that still have it. I think 13 kind of offered it up, and
Yeah.
Voda was like, I want to hear more about your plan. I think we should be a little more thoughtful about these actions instead of just spontaneously jumping into lava.
And I think at
Okay,
the
so what-
time I was getting hit a lot and going down a lot. So
Okay, so Wood was not able to successfully get anyone to part with their phoenix feather. Okay.
Oh boy. Alrighty. Salamander snakes, I still have 2 of them. They're slowed, moving on the land here. Start to see them slither out through the sort of northeastern little corridor there. That's their entire turn. Wood, please make me a death saving throw.
Sir, yes, sir. Where on my character sheet? Oh, roll. Okay, perfect.
1 failure for Wood. I'm
Wood.
immediately going to use a legendary action. Go ahead, Wood.
Wood has a vision of Lolth being extremely pissed about the fan fiction she's been writing, or they've been writing. Okay, and that's another automatic failure. Okay. A fiery launch.
Turns, looks over at Voda. They're within range of their ranged attack. Grabs a piece of molten rock from the ground and it sort of like grabs it, and it's like a launch. It's not even throwing it. It recoils and just flies from the palm of its fiery hands. And let's see it. 21. 18 bludgeoning, 6 fire. It is not an AoE, it's single target.
I would like to use my reaction then. I'm gonna baseball bat this thing right back at you.
Go right ahead.
Actually, I don't know if I can reduce that much damage, but oh, almost.
Yeah, goddamn.
Almost. Yeah,
I am able to at least do some acrobatics.
crash it. You almost baseball bat it. It crumbles away. A little bit of fire sprinkles on you. That's what you burns a little bit. But you do manage to destroy most of this flaming boulder. 13. She stands up. Half movement. Sees that Wood is dying. Sees this like fiery thing. Looks up. I think what she would do, because she's definitely grown fond of Wood. Will she try to make that jump? I don't know. That's a far jump. Five feet. She will do this. Okay. I think what she will do is run forward. And you see her sort of propel herself through the air, landing. There's a little bit of fire behind her back. Pushes her. She turns and looks right at this fire creature and sort of says in this like soft sort of like dwarven tone that you may or may not be able to hear. She sort of just mutters to herself. You can sense this like deep sort of hatred to this thing, and starts just punching it in the back as much as she can. 2 punches. Second one, sadly, which was the money, goes wide. So a total of 6 force damage into the creature. Turns and sort of looms over 13 instead. That is her turn. Robin, you're up.
Okay, so I immediately take 15 points of fire damage. Because I am on fire. And I unfortunately think I'm gonna have to use my action to put myself out.
You know what? I'll do a little retcon. I will allow an action or a bonus action for this ability.
In that case, I will bonus action.
Okay.
Myself out. Okay. So that would be 25. I'm going to make an acrobatics check to try and leap over to wood.
Okay.
I said
Jumping
acrobatics.
past the lava. Athletics or acrobatics is equal to me. Yeah, so you fling yourself and land. There's sort of just pure athletic Olympian jump. Lands on the little chunk of floating island.
And I will use just one of my basic healing potions because I don't think there's going to be much of a difference between just getting her up a little and getting her up a little more. Or them.
That's fair.
So I'm going to use the basic healing potion on wood with my action. The wood is back up at 5. Then... So that was 35 feet of movement. Then I am going to do another athletics check.
Oh no. Hey, there it is.
And scooch over here. And end my turn.
Alright, medic. Good save.
Woo!
Oster. You're up.
I will poke my head around. And I'm gonna throw a level 3 chromatic orb at the big guy.
Okay.
To 3rd level.
Here it is. The sniper shot.
I forgot to select that I have advantage. So
Okay, and reroll.
no time elapsed in the interim between our 2 combats, right?
No. It's immediate.
Okay. Then yes, I would still have that. I have been counting down the rounds because I figured this was going to be a long combat.
Thank you for that.
10
I
rounds
appreciate it.
of.
Yeah.
So I will. I don't know if the 15 would have hit, so I will throw out.
15 is just barely not enough. So close. There's it.
Nice. Okay, and now I will turn on my advantage. It's loading the damage.
Okay.
There we go. 23 cold.
23 cold. You take a moment back, forming this orb of cold, flies through the air like a sniper shot. You connect. Staggers back, not 23, 46 points of cold damage.
And it has doubles, so it jumps at the medical test.
Flies towards 3,200 medical test.
At 3rd level.
$18 is a hit.
All right.
Bouncing, striking into medical test for cold, so 15 cold, so 30. Severely wounded. Hanging on by a thread.
And were there doubles in that? Why is it not showing you the numbers?
I'll check. Detail. I'm looking. There is 2 2s.
There's 2 2s in the 15?
More. Yep.
All right, then it bounces once more at the little snake guy up there.
Fucking bounce.
Just
This
exactly
spell.
in range. It has 30 feet of bounce. Boop.
Hell yeah. All right, goes to the left turn. Fire snake.
And chromatic orb at...
Chromatic orb, definitely the
3rd.
MVP spell for this whole dungeon. Oh,
Ooh,
goes wide.
12.
Yeah. Crashes in the wall.
All right.
Good try though.
I got the 2 important ones. And I'm gonna bonus action move the whip a little closer so it can also swing at the guy. The big one.
Okay.
And that is not at advantage. Switch it back to automatic. I clicked the button. I don't know when it's gonna come through or if. There we go.
There we go. There's a hit.
What? Oh, yeah. I thought I was saying the damage was 24 for a second because I saw the damage before the 20.
Crazy.
Sometimes I forget basic formatting things that I've been used to for years.
It's okay. It happens to me too. With a little bit of forceful whip, crashes into the back of Ignis. Still up, obviously, but is starting to get damaged.
All right. Just shy of max damage for that attack. Move 10 feet to get here. I'm gonna duck back behind a corner.
Okay. $3,200 in medical debt. They are leeched, so let's do that first. Leeching. Is 2d10. 15 points of force. It is... Yeah, I think it's force. You regain... While the target's still, you regain 2d10 at the beginning of their turn to lose that amount. I would just argue it'd be force damage just to keep it consistent. Yeah, it is on absolute pixels of health. And I think what it would do, a little suck damage, exactly. Good old Moira here. Oh my. And it will... I think what it would do, it would be intelligent enough. Well, you're draining it. You know what? Let the dice decide. Okay, time to kill Robin. It will slide over here. Still
Let's go.
And stab at our rogue here. First stab at Robin goes wide. You see it dodging out of the way. Another stab with the spear. 15. Not enough. Good movement. That's the salamander. Brock, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna take 2 steps this way.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to attack. 14.
14, not enough. Stepped out of the way.
Graze. And roll again. 18. I'm going to take advantage.
There's
and
a
I'm
hit.
going to roll a... I'm going to use a... Psionic Strike. It will check off. I'll just look at this. Then I'll do D8. 3. Definitely gonna be the first one, so that is 15, 16, 17. Plus 11 is 28. Do you need
28.
force versus slashing, or is it the same?
Not with this guy. You're good.
Okay.
Okay, big swipe. Forceful energy bursts through. Plumbing Issues takes a moment back. Growls, grabbing hold of their spear. Severely wounded. Still up.
I'm gonna action surge. Because I want this gentleman dead. And we're going to attack.
Hit.
5.
Past his
That
guard.
is 16 damage or 16 slashing?
Yep. Brings up this fiery spear with one swipe. Cuts through its weapon into basically its head. Falls back down. And you just hear, "My clubbing!" And then lands into the magma. Burns.
Alright.
Good.
And
Nicely
we're
done.
moving. We're gonna go 30 feet. Is the action economy of my Misty Step still free? Because I remember it was originally free, but we were possibly going to change it to a bonus action. I don't know if you...
I'm trying to stay away from free actions unless it's like
Okay.
small little interact stuff, just for balancing. So assume it's a bonus.
Okay. In that case, I'm actually going to use, for once in my life, I will do a quick short bow. Actually, do we even have the range for that? Yeah, 80, okay.
Muse.
10 piercing damage. And I'm going to potion, go next.
Okay. 10 piercing damage at Big Man.
Yeah.
Okay. Which, yeah, alright. Yep. Takes the full 10. Up next. Man, the myth, the legend. Ignis. They are immediately going to try to recharge. It's back. All right. Time to explode. They are going to try to position themselves the best way to hit everybody as much as they can. Okay, yeah, so they're going to stand on top of the bit here. Set this back to 0. Puts its two huge, hulking, fiery, sort of tendrilled, fiery, serpent-like arms into the magma, starts engulfing, fire starts filling up their body, and expands outwards to a blast wave. Explosion! Like so. Everybody within 30 feet. Know the drill.
That's so,
Please
so
make
big.
me-
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It's a big map. Use the range when you can. I need everybody, please make a dexterity saving throw.
I do it with disadvantage because I'm prone.
I don't think so. I think that's just for attacks. So make a normal dex save. I'll count you rolling out of the way. Let's double check. Yeah, it's just your movement. Attacks. Nothing about saves. Normal dex save.
Beautiful.
All right, 13 succeeds. Success from Robin, success from Voda, success from Wood, success from 13, and that's everybody in the blast. So, half of that is only 9 points of fire. Nobody is ignited. Lucky for you.
But down we go. I get to roll on the table.
Yay! The fire table. Okay.
Well, if it gets halved to 9, then Wood's resistance would have it again to
Correct.
4, right?
Correct.
Oh!
So
Okay, so
It wasn't. I thought that was already taken into account for. I wasn't really paying attention.
1 HP and a dream.
Mm-hmm.
1
That's all you
HP
need.
and a... Thank you, David.
Alright, so that is one action they used for their blast wave. Set that back on here. Wish I had little hotkeys for these little icons, but it don't really matter. I just hate wasting your all's time. Let's see. Come back to me. Jesus, the sun. It don't matter. They are going to... Let's duck around corners. Wood. Not wood. That'd be too mean. Voda. You're a gnat. You're flying. Grab some piece of chunk molten rock. Flings it right at you. There's a crit for the folks in the chat.
Inspiration.
No. Inspiration.
I basically exclusively use my inspiration for anti-crit measures.
Joe, do you remember what
That's
happened
fair.
earlier? In the chat?
Yes. You want to use that instead?
Well,
in the
yeah,
chat-
it's the first person that uses it.
Yeah. So, in the chat,
Jenny.
I'm not in the chat. What's happening?
Did I miss something?
Jenny gave an inspiration a while ago, and I don't think anyone's used inspiration until now.
No.
Correct. So you could use the chat inspo from
Sure, why not?
them. Okay, nice. Yeah, so using the chat inspiration, revert back in time and launches yet again for 19, which
Yeah.
is a miss. So close. Fly out just inches away from those beautiful scales. Since I used my fiery burn. Okay. Last. And I get one more here. They are. I think they're still gonna hold ground. We're gonna move a little bit down, like so. I can see Robin. Hi, Robin. Robin, I'm going to give you +2 AC to this. Due to the rocks blocking its line of sight, it launches a bolt of fiery rocks crashing into the wall nearby, nowhere close. That is Ignis. Voda, I'm immediately going to use a legendary action.
Sure.
Because I'm a big old jerk.
Not many, just playing the game.
Yeah. I'm going to fire another rock at Robin. Because it missed. There it is. "24 bludgeoning, 12 fire" to Robin.
I'm gonna uncanny dodge.
Go right ahead. All right. When you subject to the effect, allows you to make a dex save or take. So it. Oh, that's evasion. Okay.
Yeah, uncanny dodge is just I can use my reaction to
To have it.
Yes.
Got it. Yeah, I get that and evasion confused all the time. All right. That is that. Voda, you're up.
All right, I want to do like a swooping breath attack. My swoop past and give him one of these.
Nice.
I breathe cold on him.
Flying past
So
like
that's
the
a
true
dex
dragon
save.
inside.
Yeah.
Mmm.
Feel the blood of my ancestors
Oh, yes.
coursing through my veins. So
Alright,
it's
it will make a
it's a
dex
con
save.
save rather. My mistake. It's a con save. Nope. Dex save.
Dex
I know how my character
save. You know how it works. Alright. Constitution. No, dexterity saving throw. Now I'm confused.
Yeah, sorry. It's based on my con, which is
Yeah.
why it's so low.
Oh, okay.
It's DC 12.
I failed.
All right.
I rolled a
take
2.
9 cold damage.
So 18 actually.
Give him a swoop.
Oh. But cold looks up at you. You could tell it was getting ready to charge up and fire more things at Robin, basically, and now it's looking at you.
Well,
Voda,
guess what?
anything else?
There's way more where that came from. I'm gonna fire another. I'm gonna fire a leap.
Hit. A leech at the boss man.
Yes, a leech at the boss man. That's not
Okay.
damage, right?
Let's double check.
I could have sworn I had it just here. Here we go. Right, 3d6 damage
Nice.
for the leech when it hits, and then it's leeched. Get
7 force and leech
stuff.
Works for me.
Then, as a bonus action, I'm going to flurry of blows and do some flying cold kicks right in his face.
Oh, both hit.
Fantastic.
So 7, 14 actual for
20.
cold. And then 13 turns into 26 cold damage. Oh my
And
goodness.
I don't think this is gonna work. But can you make a Constitution saving throw, please?
Sure. I rolled an 11.
Okay. I'm going to expend a focus point.
Okay.
You are stunned.
Okay. I'm immediately going to use legendary.
Unless something
Yeah.
were to stop that.
So
happening.
it's stunning it. The magic around this place fills it with energy and pushes past the energy. Thanks. Ignis now is officially wounded. You hear this sort of roar, and you start to hear it's sort of like low, fiery, gravelly voice. Come, serve your emperor, your god king. And you start to hear this like motes of bubbling all around the chamber. 4 more health bars. Yep. You start to see that there might be more reinforcements.
That is it for me. I'm being a pest.
Fantastic.
Flying around.
All right. Oh, come on. Thank you. Voda, that is that. Get this out of the way. Come on. Thank you so much. Snakes. I'm immediately going to use legendary action and say fuck you to Voda and swing. Trying to grab you, which I do.
Yep.
Gonna grab you. I'm gonna do 19 points of fire and ignite you, setting you on fire. That you're gonna take 19 points of fire at the start of your turn. Ooh.
That is almost
That's
max
not bad.
damage. Okay. I'll find a little burn icon.
I got it.
Oh, you
It's all
found it.
good. Yeah, so he's gonna go and just with the legendary action swipe at you. Snakes. They're up. And 4 more reinforcements show up. So I mark that. I use the legendary. Use that. Are they finally going to be able to get into the fight? Yeah, they finally push themselves into the lava. They splash down. And they're going to swim at who they can. Which would probably be Brock. They're going to dash and just make their way towards Brock. And that's going to be their entire turn. Trying to clog you up here.
Good, I was looking for someone to fight.
Just looking for someone to kill. Wood, you're up.
Okay, Wood rises from the ashes, takes out of their pack the potion that they had received from that shopkeep whose love we saved from the prison. I drink, as my bonus action, the supreme lesbian heal, or the potion of supreme lesbian healing.
Okay.
So,
Big
and
deals.
I stand up. So I stand up, and then, like, how would you? I grip the lemon juice in my hand, and I want to throw it into the eye of Igneous to try and make
Okay.
it sting.
Can you remind me what the lemon juice does?
I think it's just regular lemon juice.
It's just lemon
But
juice?
when it-
Okay.
When it falls in, when it goes into the eyes, it might sting.
Didn't
Might
you kill a
hurt.
whole room of guards with that lemon juice?
I had 2 uses of lemon juice. I only used half my lemon juice with that. Thank you very much.
That was with another
Was it-
poison.
I think
Yeah,
it was
that
like
was mixed
a,
with the poison.
yeah, it was mixed with
Gonna say.
potion poison or something. Okay,
Yeah, it was
so you're
a
gonna try to
poison.
fling lemon juice into the Ignis,
The
the
eye.
chosen
It's a pretty big
fiery
eye.
eye. It is a big eye.
It is a huge eye.
Okay. Let's make a ranged attack.
Make a ranged attack. Do I have any?
Correct, using either your strength or dex.
Strength or
I'm not
dex?
gonna,
What's
I'm
that?
not gonna give you proficiency because you're not proficient at chucking bottles at stuff. You know.
But I am proficient at nonsense, so I believe in myself.
You are-
This was my
okay.
dream.
So a
Uh,
d20 plus either your strength or dexterity modifier. Does that make sense?
Yes. 1d20 plus my dex mod. Roll 20. Why do you betray me like this? Plus 5, which is my dex modifier. And that will be a 21.
Hits! The vial of fucking lemon juice. It's tiny little bit, just kind of. It like looks at it. It doesn't even break first because it's like landing in like molten magma, and then slowly descends down, and then finally cracks, goes, and it reaches for its eye.
Makes it worse. I will say in a language it doesn't know.
I am going to give it the blinded condition until the end of its next turn.
All my hopes and dreams have come true. Okay.
So
Okay.
I'll give it the
bonus action.
blinded as well as any of its like legendary actions until the end, the beginning of it. It's not like basically the following round because it's the end of this round. So I'll give it a full cycle's worth of being blinded by lemon juice. All right, that was goofy. Wood, anything else?
I would like to try to scooch, but am I in range of the medical test? Like,
Yes, it is a
So-
10-foot range.
10-foot range. Okay. So if I were to scooch from here to here, I'd still be within range, so I wouldn't get an opportunity attack. But if I scooch from here to here, even though Igneous is now blinded,
It will still be able to make attacks of opportunity, but again, still with disadvantage.
oh, I don't like those odds. So, okay, I think I'm just gonna stay in the heat of battle because I am the tank.
Okay, you're gonna stand up.
Yes, I would like to stand up, please.
Perfect.
I just couldn't
missed
find
that.
that anytime.
No problem.
Thank you.
All right, Wood. Anything else?
13 is a go.
13 is a go. Nobody is on fire. I think seeing how well you're doing, she's sort of like taken back.
I don't think that's true.
Looks.
Pretty sure
You don't think so?
Voda's on fire.
Oh, it was Voda on fire. Oh, Voda is on fire. I missed that. So, I think she'll do this instead. Seeing, we saw that there was these like new runes that sort of glowed on her arms, sort of creating this projection, this sort of illusion through her leathered gauntlets. She sees that Voda is just burning to death. She looks around, like looks at her hand. Something. Let me. And then she looks at you, Voda. I can stop this. She is going to step up a little bit, start reaching for you, and you start to see fire leap from her wrists towards you, creating this sort of like chain of like soft, sort of like a healing fire. This like something, so fire can burn, but fire can create. And started like forms around, creating these dwarven runes of fire, and she is going to do this. On you for her action. Flames wreathe around you and start to put the fire out with her own and start to burn it away. She kind of huffs and puffs. I think that's going to be her whole turn since this is the first time she's doing this. But she removes your burning condition. These chains kind of wrap around and just... She looks at you, just gives you kind of a thumbs up, catching her breath. More enemies, more fire. I'll make a note for her that she used one of her new special abilities. Bursting out of the fire. Yes, my lord. A new friend enters the fray. Clawing out on the eastern edge. Another salamander bursts out of the fire, looks around, and then looks southwards right at Oster. Robin, you're up.
How bad is $3,200 medical test?
Absolute pixels. Enough that you wouldn't even see its health bar on a fighting game.
Okay, and it still has a leech on it?
Does? Yes, it does.
Okay, then I am just gonna sidestep over here. And I'm going to shoot... Actually, I'm gonna use a luck point, give myself advantage. And I'm going to shoot at Ignis with a +1 arrow.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Hey, with a crit.
I think that should technically be 44 damage.
Sounds right to me. Yeah, it should double. So,
arrow.
44 points of damage. The arrow flies through, thunks into the core of Ignis. Like stammers back a little bit. He's looking pretty beat up.
And then I'm going to bonus action disengage. And I'm just gonna scooch back here into the tambourine room because I am very low on.
Very goofy. All these
End my turn.
instruments. That is that. Oster, you're up.
I duck back out. 10 feet of movement, 15 feet. Yeah. Assess the situation real quick and decide to launch another third level chromatic orb at Ignis.
Okay.
Wait, actually, before I do that, let me turn back on my advantage so I don't have to do this twice. Did it just... No, I'm sorry.
No problem.
I somehow ended up in the wrong thing.
I'll
Chromatic
get rid of it.
orb,
I know what you're trying to do.
third level. There we go.
Hits.
Third level off. I did click the damage button.
There we go.
There we go. 25 cold.
25 cold, so 50 points of cold damage. Holy shit.
6, 5, 4, 3, 7. No repeats, so I do not get to bounce it.
Oh. All right. Yeah, he is looking not pixels yet, but very close to pixels already. You're all kicking ass. This orb flies back, almost tumbles over, turns, looks towards you. You. Oster.
While he's distracted, the whip comes up behind him and smacks him in the butt. Or tries to. I did not have advantage on that. That was a 12.
Okay, that one goes wide.
It's just attack spells while I have this this up. That is action and bonus action. I nod my head and step back 15 feet back into the shadows. I
Very
assume the
goofy.
next thing's gonna come for me now,
Yep.
but
Yeah, this guy's definitely looking to hunt you down. $3,200 in medical debt. Still has a leech on it. Leech me up.
Yes,
Probably gonna die to
leeching.
this.
Leeching.
Leeching, engaging, leeching mode. Yep. It reaches, it's like, grabs its spear, getting ready to throw at you, Voda, and then with the final little, the leech kind of, and there's just all this fire, it leaves its body, and you just see this, like, shadowed sort of husk, this leathery hide. Falls to the ground, dead. Splashes into the magma once more. There goes medical testing.
Woo!
Hooray! Brock, you're up.
I'm gonna change of plans. I am going to use one of my Misty Steps to go here.
Yep.
Should I roll the fire damage, or is that gonna heal those guys, or is it just not gonna do any damage to them?
I'm not gonna worry about it.
Okay. All right, and then I'm gonna move 10 feet.
You like run, do a misty step, creates a little fiery trail, doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I'm avoiding hitting anyone because, fire room with fire. All right, so we're gonna do a attack. Oh,
Chad, there is another
exactly
crit
what I
on the
fucking
table.
wanted. I am using Psionic Strike, and I'm taking advantage.
Yep.
So let's see what that is. That is, that 23 is correct. 17 slashing, 6
23.
force.
All right, a huge slash right into the core. More and more of the fire starts dissipating. You can see there is this like desperation. Its eye darting around frantically, trying to figure out what to do next. It looks at you, Brock. No, you two, both of you are supposed to be mine. My kin, my servants, my army. It was promised. And it's still up, but it is flailing in desperation.
I am kin to no one except for the dwarves and these motley bunch. I attack again.
Oh.
21.
Hit.
Oh, that's wrong. 16. Yeah, 16.
16. We are basically,
shit,
I think
wait.
we're officially pixels for him.
I think I actually fucked up.
Did you?
I think I actually rolled normal damage on the first one instead of crit damage.
Okay.
Fuck. How do you want me to do that? Do you want to just roll 2d6 to do the extra?
Yeah, just keep it simple.
All right. 2d6.
Okay. Just
So an extra. If it's rounding up the 1, that would be 9, and then
Okay. 9 points.
Then the 16 from that attack.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it is. It's officially at pixels from. So very close. Brock, anything else?
Like fuck,
lemon
I
juice
used
in
my
its
bonus
eye. It's
action.
like,
Oh.
Yeah, you did.
If I didn't use my bonus action, I could attack again. Fuck. But I had to get over here. So, yeah, that'll be it for next.
That's it. Ignis. All right. It's leeched. Roll that for me. Recharge its legendary actions. See if it regains
5 force.
1. Does not regain its special explosion. 5 force. Okay. With this, what are you going to do? Okay, yeah. Try to go for the kill. It's on someone. Who I really wanted to get. Both of them are fucking hiding in the corners, so that's okay.
Didn't seem wise to stay in sight at 7 HP.
Yeah, no, you're right. That was the right call. I think we'll do. Yeah, well, Voda has been a thorn in my side, and Voda's within melee range, so I'm going to swing at Voda. Fiery claw, just striking Voda.
That's hit. Yep.
I have disadvantage because of the juice. Because the fucking lemon juice.
Oh, then no, that's a miss.
That's a miss.
17th miss.
Disadvantage.
8.
Disadvantage. And disadvantage. All of them missing.
Lemon juice. Wow.
Fucking lemon juice. It's fine. I forgot to do its other little special thing. So, now, as it is dying, I think what we'll do is this. One little act of desperation. With 4 swipes, all of them failing. This was my moment. Fire just sort of expels from its body. This is the end of its turn. I need everybody within a 15-foot emanation. That's 15-foot radius. Are going to take guaranteed 25 points of fire damage.
12 divided by 2.
12. Yeah, anybody who has that has. So 12. It's always rounded down. They will immediately use a legendary action to strike at Voda with disadvantage. 11. Yeah, fucking lemon juice saved
Just
your
like-
life.
Just like fluttering around as he's flailing wildly.
Swinging, fluttering around. Voda, you're up.
All right. I rather like just being a total annoyance. I'm gonna scoot around the back of him and as cool as it would be to end this with a breath attack, I think he'll just succeed. So I'm just gonna hit. I'm just gonna hit him
There's a hit.
for 16 cold damage.
6. Oh. Still up. Oh my god. Yeah. So close.
I'll tell you what. Now I will do a breath attack.
Okay. So you punch.
So dex
Rear
save.
back. Dex save. Cone of
Yep.
frozen energy.
It's like half damage at least. Right?
That's it. Maybe.
I don't know.
If it succeeds, and then it'll take full.
Oh,
So
it is half.
Dex
Okay.
save. 22. I'm gonna dodge out of the way and take half, but really take full. 12.
Another
Oh,
12 cold damage.
can't get much closer than this. Still up. Still very close. Its body is starting to crumble. Its core now visible, easily sort of grabbing that coin, that disc, poking out. It was promised, and it's falling backwards into lava, a little slow motion. The salamanders, I'm immediately going to use legendary action, and as it's falling, you know who it's going to swing at. It's going to be Voda. With disadvantage, that fucking lemon juice would save your life with that lemon juice.
Actually, do you still have a bonus action?
Oh, go ahead. This might just be it. It swings at you. You use your bonus action at the same time, man.
My normal bonus action, martial arts attack.
Okay.
For another 11 cold damage. And I'm imagining me flying directly into him and grabbing the disc.
Yeah.
And flying out the other side.
What's promised? You dive into grabbing through. It swings at you. You dodge out of the way because of its eyes. Still got a little bit of lemon in it. You grab hold of the disc, and with that, we get this sort of final shot. You're holding on to the dwarven disc. Drop! Explodes. All the other creatures starting to reach out, and then crumbles. As if this facade, this memory, this plane starts imploding in on itself. You see the magic swirl around. You feel this like whoosh, this energy of heat kind of fly past your bodies. 13 kind of like reaches out, and the whole room spins until you find yourselves plopped back in that previous room, feet away from that altar. Adventurers, you have survived. In addition to your success, you have leveled up.
Let's go.
Congratulations. Alrighty, yep, long rest. You are able to level. Hell yeah. Alright, give me one moment. I'll bring you back. Change the tunes. Fantastic. So, at this point, Voda, you have basically this large sort of like disc shaped into a ceremonial coin. You all find yourselves plopped back in the quote-unquote normal realm. Back to Faerun, deep within the Underdark, this place of fire, of magma, of hatred, of envy is gone. But you feel as if you're not alone. The door to the south opens. You hear fire once again. And then heavy sort of steps. Clanging of metal and soot. You feel that sense of something familiar. You smell that sort of like bit of like brimstone. But no longer in anger, no longer in not even hatred, just challenge. You see a dwarven flame. They walk up to you. Look at you all. The familiar form of Vulcan Flamebeard. It claps softly, points to you all and says, "So it can be done. I must say, I wasn't expecting much." And he looks over at 13. "But it seems like I was wrong. You," and then he points over to Brock, "and your friends are truly something special. Go. know that you have done a great service. That creature, Ignis, and its ilk are no longer trapped here. Our kind no longer forced into service to it. There's still much more evil trapped down here. More, and he points towards the disc. More of our kind. And he sort of looks down at his sort of flaming azure body. Well, not this form, but what we used to be. He looks at Brock and 13. Here, a gift. And then he notices as he's like reaching, he points and says, that crossbow. I'm happy you found it. It would have been a gift as well, but let me unlock its potential. Sort of snaps its hand. Fire billows through, flies from its body, wrapping around this crossbow. You now recognize exactly what it does, since you all failed several times to figure out. You have discovered that you have been given this. An elemental light crossbow. This is a special little homebrew item. +2 light crossbow requires attunement. But the big thing, so it's infused with primal magics of the elemental plane, granting the wielder access to pure elemental power. The weapon deals 1d8 plus dex mod, as well as 2d6 of the chosen elemental type: acid, cold, lightning, or thunder. The wielder of this weapon can use a bonus action to change the damage type to any of the 4 listed. The weapon does not require ammunition, as it generates a new bolt every time it is shot. So, it's a new little ranged thing to get some more elemental damage. And then he looks down, the axe at his hand. I think you all deserve this. Now that this caretaker, this avatar, is gone, it holds no power over me and my ilk. Here, I bequeath this to you. My igniter. Vulcan hands you their great axe, which is this. Another very rare weapon. Oh, there's a little grab put space there. Made this one for you as well. So it is a +2 great axe that deals an additional 2d6 fire damage per hit. On a successful hit, you may use your bonus action to force all enemies within 5 feet, large or smaller of you, to make a strength save or suffer 2d6 fire damage, be knocked prone and pushed 10 feet away from you. Also, instead of one of your attacks during your main action, you may choose to ignite an enemy within 30 feet and is also within sight. You point your weapon at the target. They must make a DC 13 whiz save or immediately suffer 4d6 fire damage and are set ablaze. Creature will continuously take 2d6 fire damage at the start of their turn until they're doused or use an action to pan themselves out. And then he says, and looks at you, Brock. Now this was my own version. My igniter. It's been with me for a long time, but he points at this sort of the head of the axe in the center there. You notice there is a crystal similar to what you have. It will lose some of its luster, but if this form doesn't suit you, it will retain most of its strengths, and it sort of points at your greatsword instead. Not all of us are born for the axe. Some, and he looks at you with the greatsword, are born for that. A choice. So mechanically what this is that you will have, it would turn your greatsword into technically a flame tongue instead. It would have the ability to ignite, or rather, like the glowing bit. It just won't have its signature ability, which is the ability to ignite an enemy. The second paragraph. It would still regain the 2d6 fire damage and the ability to sort of knock people and push them away. You just won't gain the other bit. But
Is
it
it
would
plus
then
2?
instead, it is still plus 2. Yeah.
Is this a one-time option, or is this like a I can switch between the two? And like a short rest or something?
No, you can't switch them. So this is an option where you don't need to make this choice now. It'll still be a magic item. But if you take that shard out, it would then crumble away, and you would just have this thing that would slop into another weapon. But this version of it is unique.
Okay, I'll have to think about that.
Okay.
For next time.
Sort of nods at you all and says, well, there is one more thing I can give. Information. A way forward. He points, and a sort of small fiery portal forms behind him. A way out. This would be a one-way trip back to the central, to the vaults. From there, you'll be able to find the others. He sort of points. Who has the map?
I think that is me.
He sort of points at you, and you can feel this little burst of fire as markings appear on your map. Here, in these parts, I sense the other coins. I suggest you do what you can. Time down here is fickle, and I feel that something terrible will come to pass unless, and he looks at you all, unless, of course, great noble heroes can save us all. Let me bring you all to the world map, and boom. So, you should all see the world map now. If you look and move your coin, this is where you were. It has been officially cleared. You now know that there are 3 other coins to be found, discs. You know that somewhere to the north, where I'm pinging in one of these spots, is the silver coin that's associated with Morden. To the west is associated with Carl. It's the onyx coin. And somewhere to the northwest is the gold coin associated with Dumathoin. Flamebeard looks at you all and says, with these vaults, these coins, I do suggest, and then he points at the northwest, gather more power, more things you can. This one most likely will be your greatest challenge.
So, northwest one?
Tackling, yeah. He's saying that the Dumathoin, the gold coin, would most likely be the most difficult out of all the options. So either go onyx, which is all the way to the west, or silver, which is due north. But you will be teleported back to here.
And you're referencing all of these quill spots, right?
Yes. All those quill spots. He doesn't know exactly where they are, correct. So you still have to do some digging.
Okay.
Okay. With that, and he starts to, as he's walking, begins to sort of fade away. Thank you. And then he looks over at 13 particularly. You and your kind. Maybe I was wrong. And he looks at the rest of the group. Looks over at Wood, Boda. You have shown that maybe there's a path forward. For all dwarves, for all abominations. It starts to walk, fades away into the fire. Okay. Again, fantastic job. You now have a choice of where you'd like to go, your plans, but as soon as you step back into that fiery portal, you will be teleported back to the central hub, that circle on the cliff. Then let me know so I can kind of help and prepare for that. From there, we will be back to normal tracking. You are on week 2, and it would be officially Wood's turn. Day 16. I will also allow you, since this is a sort of like a teleportation to a safe spot, central location, that feel free to level up right now for free. No problem. Go right ahead. Because this would be a safe spot.
Have we finally made it to 1/3 of the way through?
Hell yeah. I will be expediting this a bit, don't worry, so it's not going to take too long. I'm going to clean up a few things and make this go a little bit faster.
For what it's worth, that's totally on us. We're slow.
Yeah,
Okay.
we are super
Yeah.
slow.
We want to see every little tiny thing, ask you about every single tiny detail.
That's
We want
okay.
to know every rock, every relationship that might be.
That is a good thing. I like that. The only don't worry about me for taking too long for me. I'm having a blast, but I understand. Sometimes with campaigns, it's more of how the player pace is going. So, but yeah, if you have an idea, so pretty much you would step through the portal, you would come back to here. Sorry, let me get. Where's my little artworks? Just to remind you all. So yeah, you officially found this dwarven disc coin, as they call it. And those are my named NPCs. Just being stupid. Yeah. Here. Verge back in the central sort of area. The section that was marked for the bronze disc is faded away. And now you have roughly where you'd like to go, but the sort of teleportation connections, these nodes, are doled out. You are unable to use this, at least for now. If anyone has any questions about leveling up or anything like that, let me know. I can help you all out. Also, for the crossbow, who is that going to go to?
I mean, I would like to use it if no one else wants it.
I think you're the best choice for it.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Now, I believe you said this was a custom item.
Correct.
Is there an easy way to add this to my character sheet?
Have to be a +2 crossbow with the
Light crossbow,
anything
yeah.
else added on top of that. Be the easiest way. You should be able to search crossbow and it should come up with all of the +1, +2, +3, +4 crossbows. You'd have to add the extra damage though.
You do state in the description it does not require ammunition. Does it still require loading?
Ooh.
You said it generates a bolt in the
will.
description.
It generates a bolt, so no, it shouldn't require loading. Let me edit that.
Okay.
Good.
Which is also pretty sick.
Yeah, so that we don't need to use a bonus action to reload the shot. Generates a new bolt after every shot. Does not require ammunition or loading. There we go. got a little lore bit there. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I think that is a good stopping point, obviously. So we'll kind of set that up. Now that so 13's got a new ability. You discovered that it seems like as you progress through the campaign, that she seems to be regaining some of her innate power. She will also grow a little stronger. I'll give her a little HP buff since you leveled up, just for scaling. And then yeah, I mean that's pretty much it for now. Chat. I think we're gonna be just cleaning up here. And that is a good spot.
Joe, how tall would you say a great axe is?
Well, it's made by a dwarf, so it's roughly the size of you.
Can I? Can I use my dwarven ingenuity to make it ever so slightly taller than me?
Yeah, like I said, it is a little taller than you. Well, here's the thing: it's that it was his height, Flamebeard. Maybe he was a little taller than you, meaning that the axe also, since it was his height, is a little taller than you.
Oh yeah. You know how it goes, man. You got to use something that's bigger than you. It's just life.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great axe. It's a big old thing. Keep in mind, you will not have what am I trying to say? Graze. You would have same thing Hugh has, which is cleave.
True. Yeah, I guess that would probably be. I could probably make a way to use that. We'll see. Never used cleave before, so.
Well, it's tomorrow's campaign. Just look at Sabira. That's what it is. They all chopping in a bunch of stuff. So it won't have the whole whirlwind thing. It'll have just one thing it could cleave to, but it does have the ability to ignite. They can point to someone with the axe and just set them on fire, which is pretty cool.
And you said I can't swap between the two. Obviously, it's a one-time choice in one direction. So I could wait to do it. If I can try out the axe.
Correct.
And then I can. Okay.
The idea. It's like a similar sort of crystal that was imbued in you. It's like was set in this weapon, created. It's a unique custom weapon. If you remove it, it'll just make the sword or whatever into a like flame tongue or version of it. But you lose that unique ignite ability.
Yeah. I think I like Grace, but I think that ability is probably worth it to. I mean, I also gained a +1 from that level up, I think, and I'm gonna get another +2 from the axe. So I'm gonna have a +11. So it's gonna be less likely for me to miss. So Graze is not gonna be as effective. So it's probably fine.
+11 to hit.
Yeah.
So what you got? What do you have?
That's
20 strength.
5 strength.
5 strength.
Plus the
3 proficiency.
4 proficiency.
4 proficiency.
Because that's, I guess, what level 9 is. Is 4 proficiency for dwarf or for?
Let me double check that. It seems okay. 20, 24.
Yeah, level 9.
Level 9. Wow. Okay, +4. 9 to 12 is +4 range. Hell yeah. I will have to keep that in mind for my enemies. Just a little bit harder. Nah, I still want to.
All I gained was the ability to run on walls and liquids.
Ooh,
That
does
could be
include
actually pretty
lava?
helpful.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick.
Yeah, does that
That's
count for?
actually pretty helpful. Yeah. So.
Like any like pitfall trap that's like has a wall next to it, I could just like run past it.
Mhm.
No problem.
Nice.
Yeah, it's sick
I
wall
do
run.
like doing that. Yeah.
You do like doing that.
Yeah, do like good old pitfalls. So Rizzy, yeah. Let's see.
Okay. Can't find a way
Mm-hmm.
to make this require attunement, so I'll just have to remember that it's one of my attuned magic items.
Should be able to check. There should be a checkbox in the item settings to let you make it attunable.
Do you have
right,
so
chat, I'm gonna end it.
it's default 3.
See you guys
As a
tomorrow.
DM, I give people
Goodbye.